Hey guys, I'm out here a little late today. I didn't get off of work till 7 or 6 o'clock. But I've been listening to some podcasts here lately. I was listening to the Hunting Public's podcast, one of their earlier podcasts where they were talking about when they were hunting that buck in the close to those duck hunters, and that spot kind of looks similar to a place that I've recognized over here for several years, but I've never dove into it, and so I'm gonna dive in there. And what's really good about this spot in particular is right now I'm standing in a big bean field. I don't know if you can see that with that lighting, but so there's ag, and it's got 3 transition spots. So there's a transition where it goes from thicker cover into a little bit of CRP, taller grass, and then on a secondary transition, or what I call a secondary transition, right outside of the CRP, it's got a tree line that goes into some ag, and you really can't get into this spot without them at least hearing you. With the wind that is right now, they could smell anything coming in from your foot traffic access. So I'm gonna dive off in here and see if I can't find maybe a buck bed. Stick with us. Hopefully we'll find something. But I've seen several deer out here so far lately. 6. Alright, so we had some good and a little bit of more good, and then a little bit of bad tonight. So that spot I was gonna go check for a bug bed didn't really work out. Kind of ran into a little bit of a three-prong issue. Firstly, it was so tall and so thick that I couldn't really get in there. I probably could have come in from the backside, but that takes me into my second issue, which is I started kind of losing a little daylight, and there was a bean field that I wanted to check before I got out of there. And then the third issue was a little bit of a storm popped up, and it got on me in about 20 minutes. This isn't water, this is sweat, because it's blazing hot and the humidity is like 1,000. Yeah, it was lightning, kind of crazy out there, but the good. So I found a stud, and he's pretty big. He's pretty big. He's a toad. He's probably, if I had to guess from what I saw, and I didn't get to see him like super good, is he's 135. He might be pushing 140, which to me is that's a really good deer. I mean, I've seen probably a couple 160s. I've never killed a 160, but I've actually laid eyes on probably 160 and a couple of 140s. I've got trail camera pictures of probably like a 170, but I never saw that deer. I mean, I got like pictures of him one day, like in the morning and in the afternoon, and then I never saw him again. Never got pictures of him again. He just kind of disappeared. But he was running with another deer that was like a 162, but that was a few years ago. But yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good night. I saw 25 deer tonight, and that really good buck, and I saw two other bucks with him that were pretty decent deer. The first one I saw, I was thinking that I would probably shoot that deer. He was a pretty good little 8-pointer. And then after I was trying to pan, because I never even saw him, I kind of was walking through this bean field and I just heard him kind of go everywhere, and I looked over and it was bucks just running everywhere. So I got my camera up real quick and I was panning across them, and as I was panning across them, like all I could see was just antlers coming up out of the beans, and I was like, holy crap. And yeah, he was a big deer. And then while I was filming those deer, I could hear one blow literally like right next to me, and then come like busting out, flying out of this tree line, literally like 20 yards from me. That was pretty cool. But yeah, this video today won't be a very long video, but anyways, season's approaching. I'm getting real excited. In 2 weeks, I think it's 2 weeks, about 12 days here in Tennessee, we have a velvet hunt that we can hunt private land, and I've got 2 pieces of private land that I can hunt for that, and both of them, well, one of them's decently sized, it's 60 acres, but the other one's a real little small piece. But yeah, when that comes around, we'll be out there that weekend hunting for, I don't know, 2 days probably, and then we won't get to hunt that last day because we'll be leaving for Colorado, me and Dalton. But yeah, stick with us. It's going to be an exciting year this year.